There have been many instances in history where people have been discriminated or excluded or persecuted on the grounds of religion. You all must have read about how Jews were persecuted in Hitler's Germany, that how Jews were taken to these concentration Holocaust camps where they were killed. Several millions of Jews were killed in these concentration camps, but in these gas chambers, very brutally they were killed. And however, in the past, the Jews were killed by Hitler. And what is the situation in present? That the Jewish state of Israel treats its own Muslim and Christian minorities quite badly. So, what Israel is doing? It is retaliating. I told you now that there could be two responses to the to discrimination. First is that you would retaliate, and another is that you may fight so that all religions get equal rights and equal opportunities and equal treatment. But what Israel is doing, that it is retaliating. And there are examples of other countries also, like in Saudi Arabia. Non Muslims are not allowed to build a temple or church, etc. And nor can they gather in public place for prayers. So, in Saudi Arabia, except Islam, no other religion can be practiced publicly. That is the main thing. So, there are several examples across the world in history as well as in present day where people are discriminated on the basis of their religion. That members of one religious community, they either persecute or discriminate against members of other religious communities, or otherwise the members of one community are not given the equal rights by the government itself. So there are various instances like this. In fact, these acts of discrimination take place more easily when one religion is given official recognition by the state at the expense of other religions. That if its state recognizes one religion as official religion of the state, then obviously it comes at the expense of other religions, because now the members of other religious community, they are discriminated more easily and persecution against them becomes easier. एंड क्लियरली नो वन वुड विश टू बी डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड अगेंस्ट. भाई ये थोड़ी ना कोई चाहेगा अपनी चॉइस से कि हाँ उसके अगेंस्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो या उसको इक्वल राइट्स ना मिलें और उसके रिलीजन की वजह से कोई उसके ऊपर डोमिनेट करने लगे आगे. ऐसा तो कोई भी नहीं चाहता है. सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन अराइजेज, in India, can the state discriminate against citizens on the grounds of their religion? In your previous chapter, you must have read about fundamental rights, that how these rights protect us, the Indian citizens, against state power as well as against the tyranny of the majority. Well, some of the rights are there for foreign citizens also in India, but here we are talking about Indian citizens only. So these fundamental rights, they protect us against state power as well as against the tyranny of the majority. So we can say that Indian Constitution allows the individuals that they have the freedom to live by their religious beliefs and practices, and they can interpret their religion also the way they want. In fact, right to religion is one of the fundamental rights itself. So India gives freedom to practice any religion that a person wants to follow. And further, in keeping with this idea of religious freedom for all, India also adopted a strategy of separating the power of religion and the power of the state. That there will be no mixing in religious power and state power. That is, there will be no mixing in government and religious institute or religious anything, religious leaders and like that. So this is secularism. The main meaning of secularism is this, that there should be a separation of religion from the state. This is secularism. In fact, the word secular is there in the preamble to the Indian Constitution itself. जो preamble होता है, first part, the introduction to the Constitution. So the word secular is there also in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. And so now you know that secularism means separation of religion from the state, that there should be no mixing of religious institution and government institution. Now we can say that secularism seeks to ensure and protect freedom of religious belief and practice for all citizens. Though secularism is a very wide term and has got a wider meaning, but this is the most basic meaning of secularism, that it seeks that to ensure that all religions must be treated equally and all individuals must be treated equally irrespective of their religion. So there should be no discrimination on religious grounds. This is secularism. I hope the meaning is clear to all of you.